everybody, it's your girl Tiara Moore, and no, I'm not coming to be in your business, but I do have some encouraging words to just, lay upon y'all, and you guys dispose of it and do whatever you want with it once I give it, but I got to get this off my chest. So one thing that I realized as I'm on this growing and healing and becoming whole journey is that I realized that you can't grow or move past something until you acknowledge it. And a lot of the issues is people who deal with stuff internally and don't really talk about the things that they go through. We like to, sit with stuff. And we like to cover up stuff, or we like to, focus on a different task so that way we don't have to deal with our issues. But God told me that I can't do anything, grow, be the person that I'm called to be until I first acknowledge that I have a problem. That was first thing first. So acknowledgement is what I had to do in order to start on this healing and growing whole journey. Because you can lie to yourself. You can lie to people. You can fake the funk for everybody. But who you not faking it for is God, because he knew you before you were even placed in your mother's womb. He knew what you were going to do before you even did it. He know what you're thinking. He know what you're going to say. So I had to get to a space where I trust God enough with my stuff, because what I did was I allowed conversations and experiences that I had with people here on earth. I allowed that to trickle into my relationship with God. And I ended up having trust issues with a person or with a man who didn't even have anything to do with my trust issues. And I came to the realization that I was blaming the Father for situations that had nothing to do with him. When I got hurt in relationships, I would blame God. When I got hurt with family ships, I would blame God. When I got hurt in business partnerships, I would blame God. If I got hurt in a friendship, I would blame God. And I just had to sit and reflect. Literally, as I was driving, I'm sitting here and I'm reflecting. And I'm like, my God, I really blamed him for things that had nothing to do with him. And then I created this trust with a man who wasn't even the person who broke my trust to begin with. So what I'm saying is, we have to get to a space and a place where we stop allowing experiences with other people to determine how we respond in situations with someone who has nothing to do with the hurt and with the pain. Because a lot of the times we associate our pain and our hurt with a situation or an experience. And I had to stop doing that. God literally told me if I wanted to grow, if I wanted to be better, then I would have to trust him. There would be no way around it. I couldn't fake the funk. I couldn't do any of that. I had to trust him. And in order for me to trust him, I had to go back to the root of what caused the disconnect in the first place. And it wasn't even him. It was me associating similarities in relationships with his relationship and my relationship. And it had nothing to do with it. Like, literally, think about it. How many times have you messed up on a good business partnership because somebody hurt you before, somebody did you wrong before, or somebody stole from you before? How many times have you hurt people who were sent to help you? Just think about how many people you've hurt innocently, really not knowing, because of past failed experiences with another person or with another situation. How many times? I'm telling y'all, that acknowledgement of your dysfunctional ways will really break some things off of you, because once you become aware of something, it's now your responsibility to deal with it. And that's literally what I had to do. I had to deal with it. So it took for me to unlearn habits that I had formed based upon my past failed experiences with people that I've encountered on earth. And a lot of the times, we don't realize that it's dysfunction. Like, any of the habits that we form are dysfunctional because we look at them as boundaries, and we look at them as keeping us safe. And a lot of the boundaries that we form sometimes aren't healthy. And it's important and imperative that we form healthy boundaries so that way we're able to maneuver when situations remind us or trigger us, when it comes to people who have hurt us or pain or whatever the case may be. When things remind us of those things, it's important that we create healthy boundaries so that way we're able to maneuver a situation without the situation taking us back 4 or 5 steps. Because there's no way that I'm doing all of this growing. I'm in my word. and I'm doing what I need to do. But the minute, that I don't have money for a bill, or the minute that, a friendship breaks off, I'm immediately going back 50 steps and I've done come this far. There's no way. And what I'm realizing is God will not change your situation without changing you first. It literally all starts with you. But the longer that you stay in denial about a thing, that's the longer that thing is going to become a cycle. And the longer that thing becomes a cycle is the farther away from deliverance you are. You can't be in denial and want deliverance at the same time. It don't work like that. He can't deliver you from anything that you are still being in denial about. Acknowledgement opens up that door for you to be able to be set free, so that way you can do the work for the kingdom that needs to be done, so that way you can be the beautiful person that God created you to be, rather man or woman, so that way you can do the kingdom work that you have been set out to do. We have to heal. It is imperative that we heal. It is important that we are whole, so that way we're not out here damaging innocent souls because we're still hurting. Y'all, it starts with you. Play around with it, that's the harder it'll be for you to come on up out of it. It's literally time for us to stop playing games. If y'all don't realize how narrow the road is, y'all, it's a little slim to none. You hear me? Slim to none. The Bible tells us many are called, few are chosen. Okay? We need to get it together. Like, we don't have time. We have no time to be wasting time. We have no time for games. So if games is what you want to play, baby, this YouTube channel ain't for you. Because sis ain't playing no games. I'm trying to heal, be whole, so that way I can do the work that needs to be done. I don't want to die full. I want to die empty, okay? Don't know about you, but I want to die empty, okay? Because one thing that ain't finna happen is the grave ain't finna be filled up with purpose. It's just not happening. No, it's not happening. But anyways, I love y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed this. Please share with somebody. If it encouraged you, share it. Send it to somebody. And yes, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video. I love y'all. And again, inhale and exhale with your girl T. Peace.